Good morning students, welcome to 9th standard second topic. The first topic we studied through PPT in the previous video, that's basic of ICT skills. Continuation of that lesson, now we are going to learn about some desktop operation practically through this video. So children, I think you are looking out this video. It's a Windows 7 desktop. Some of the operating system, for example like a Linux, has a different desktop. This is the Windows desktop, Windows 7. Here you can see the options in the desktop. For example, this all we call icons, and it's a start menu. If your program shortcuts in the icon, simply you can double click the program and you can open it. But if it is not in this icon, you have to go and open your program in start menu. So this is called start menu. When you click the start menu, this option will get it. So which type of program you want to open it, or if you want to open any control panel or printers settings and my computer. So these all the start menu options. Or even you can see here all programs. If we click all programs, whatever inside your system, all the programs will be visible here. So through this you can open which program you want to open, you can open it. And the another one is taskbar. So this is called taskbar. So in the shortcut you can put all your programs even in taskbar. Or even if you click here, if you do right click, you will get an option of taskbar manager and lock the taskbar option. The next one, we are going to interact with this desktop icon through keyboard and mouse. Already we practice in this in our computer lab. Whenever you do some practicals, through mouse and keyboard will open the program or will close it. Now the keyboard is the main input. Through keyboard we can type letters, numbers and other special characters. The keyboard is the most popular input device used to send data or instruction to the computer. The keyboard has number of keys that are basically used typing letters, numbers and special characters. So this is the keyboard option. Another one is mouse. So students, you know mouse has a two option. One is right click, another one is left click. So when just you want to select any icon, any program icon, just will keep the cursor on that icon, and if you do one click with the left button, the icon will be selected. The same thing, if you double click with the left button, the program will be automatically opened. For example, if I want to open a file or folder or any program, just select the program with your mouse and double click it with the left button. So that program will be open. The another one is right click. So the right click option used to bring out the shortcuts. For example, if you keep one select icon and right click it, you will get all the shortcut options, open with VLC, or what to do with that, renaming, delete the folder or copy paste. So this all the shortcut option you will get through the right click on the mouse. So this is the use of mouse. Next is common desktop operation. So already I explained icons, taskbar and start menu and the shortcuts. These are the common desktop operation. And another option, if you want to pin your program on taskbar or start menu. For example, here If we click the start menu, we are getting the option of Word 2013, Excel 2013, Calculator, Microsoft Access, PowerPoint, Notepad. So these are the programs. But here I want to add the calculator, because sometimes we used to do some calculation. So in this start menu there is no calculator. So if you want to add your calculator icon here, just go to the all programs and accessories. Here you will get a calculator option. So what we have to do, just right click it, you will get a shortcut menus. Here you can see unpin from taskbar, unpin from start menu. So means, see already the calculator in my taskbar, that's why it says unpin from taskbar, but it's already in the start menu, but there is so many programs in the start menu, so it does not show there. So if you want to remove it, or if you want to add it, unpin or pin, this is the option, you can do it here. Another one, we can see the jump list. Jump list means, you can see that there are so many taskbar menus here. Means I added so many programs in the taskbar. If you want to open which is the previous program, so you can go directly to the program and right click it. So this is called a jump list, means previously whatever you open, it will appear here. If you want to open it again, directly you can go inside, just click that option which one you like it. So this is called jump list. Another one is action center. The corner of this all options, it's called action center. Here you can see what are the options available, internet network connections, and about your updates, and it's a sound option, and what are the some programs which is you install in your computer, you will get the option. This is called action center. Next option is arranging desktop icons. So we can arrange the desktop icons according to our convenience. For example, if you right click it, you will get an option with large size or small size or medium size. Means you can create these icons. Even if you want to make it large size, the icons will be very large, or again if you want to make it the medium size, or if you want to make it on the small icons. Another option, sort by name, means like alphabetical, or which one is should appear first or which should appear back. So this is the called sort. So sort by name, or sort by size, sort by item type, sort by data modified. Usually we will keep sort by name. Another one is refresh option, and if you want to open any new folder here, so these are the option available. And creating shortcuts. If you want to create a shortcut for any program, you can just desktop, you can create that shortcut. For that, to create a shortcut option, just right click the mouse. Here you can get new and shortcut. If you click that shortcut, it will ask the option for which you want to make a shortcut. So if you type the program here, then the shortcut will be created for your program. So once you no need to go to the start menu and search the program, simply if you create a shortcut here, it will appear in the desktop icon. So here it asks which program you want to make a shortcut. For example, I am typing quick heal. need to select the option here, quick kill, then OK. So this shortcut will be created. So quick kill, the name of quick kill, the shortcut is created. The next one, personalized desktop background and themes. So this is the desktop background, or you can see here there is a land full of flowers. So if you want to change this picture, means background picture, you have to go and click the right click, and here you can find out the personalize. Click the personalize. Here you will get the option to change your desktop background. Here you can change it for your convenience. If I want to change for Windows 7 background desktop, if we click it, so here you can see this will appear. Or if you want to change it different one, just click desktop background. You can get a pictures with whatever available in your system. So click one of that and save changes. Now you can get the new desktop background. The next topic is gadgets. Gadgets are programs that run on your desktop so that you can see information at a glance. Gadgets can give you information about the weather, date and time, news, traffic and more. So here if we look on this desktop, here we did not add any gadgets. Gadgets means it's a desktop program. Easily you can see some of the information through that. For example, to see a date, time and CPU meters and currency, means the difference of the currencies. So these are the options we can create in our desktop. So this is called gadgets. To create a gadgets, just right click the mouse and here you can get the option gadgets. Just click that. So you will get some of the option available here. So here calendar, clock, CPU meter, currency, feed headlines and some picture budgets, slideshow, weather. So these are the options available in the gadgets. When I click it, already added date and the time on my desktop. So through this easily we can find out. For example, if you want to add the gadgets of CPU meter in the desktop, just click the CPU meter. So it will appear in the desktop. So this is the option for to make your computer running space. For example, here the first one is CPU usage. My computer CPU its use of now 27%, and the another one is here RAM usage. My system now runs on the percentage of 23%. So these all the easily we can find out the running of your RAM and the CPU. So these all available in the gadget option. Next, changing date and time. Here you can see the gadget shows about Thursday 11 June 2020 and time is now 12:05. But if you want to change the time, the desktop itself you can get the option. Go to the corner of this time option, just do the left click, you will get this option. Here again you have to go change date and time setting. Then this windows it will appear. Here you can, if you want to change the time or the time zone, you can do it here. Some additional clocks if you want to change it, or what is your internet time. According to that you can change the time of your system. If you click the change date and time, you will get the option. So through this you can change the date and time of your system. The next topic in this lesson is managing files and folders. So children, already you know what is file and what is folder. The file abbreviation is follows like this. The computer files may hold a document such as your program, letters, group of records or other program. It can also use to store text, graphics, sound or video. Every file on computer has a name. So for example, if I have a one, this is a one file, means it's a one Excel file, and another one is here. If we click documents, so this all it's called the files. For example, outside whatever the programs appear, it's called file. Excel file, Word file, or it's a access file, VLC media file, PDF file. So this all it's called the file. Another one is folder. A folder is a directory which stores collection of files or other folders. For example, this all it's called folders. So if we click the folder contain many files, even many folders. For example, if I am clicking one folder here, folders are film. Inside that folder there are so many folders or files. So I can click it again one folder. So it contains some of the videos inside it. So this is called file and folders. Now next we are going to see how to manage the file and folders. For if you want to create one new folder, just open wherever you want to create your folder. For example, if you want to create your folder in document or even the desktop, just go on right click it. Here you will get an option for new. Here there is option called folder. So if you rename the folder, for example, we'll make it IT. So now this is a folder for IT. So inside this folder I can make it, or I can keep it files, even some subfolders I can keep it inside. So this is the way we can manage the folders and files. Even if you want to delete the folder or file, just click it and again right click. Here you will get the shortcut option. Here we can delete the file, or we can rename the file, or copy, paste. So these all the option available in the right click. You will get this all option in the system. Just if I want to delete this folder, just delete it. Delete, or if you want to delete it or not, yes, click yes. So your folder will be deleted. Or if you want to copy and paste, or if you want to again open any folder, just click the folder and double click it, it will open. Or if you want to modify or copy or paste, so just click the folder. Here there are some files. I want to copy the file. Just select the folder file and right click. You will get the option for copy or paste. Just if you want to copy it, just click it copy, and you want to paste it in the other folder, just open the other file or folder. There just right click it and put the paste. So that will be pasted here. Or if you want to rename the folder or file, just select the file or folder, right click it. You will get the shortcut for the rename. Just click the rename, then you can rename the file or folder. Next one is searching the file or folder. I kept some file here, for example course book, but I forgot it where I kept the file. So this search option provide a place where you can search your files or folders. So if I want to search my file here, go to the search option, just type it there, course. So in the name of course, everything will be find out and it will be display here. So this is called search option. Now you can click that, open your folder where did you kept it. Student, this is the second topic in the first lesson about the desktop operation and the basic operation in the computer. So next topic we will see about the internet and uses of internet.